explaining the topic called keyword searching in text. Keyword searching in text, also known as pattern searching or string matching, is the process of identifying and locating occurrences of a specific sequence of characters within a larger body of text. This technique is fundamental in various fields like computer science, data analysis, text processing, and information retrieval. Now we'll see an example of the topic. Example, consider the text AA, BAA, CAA, DAA, BAA and BA and the pattern as AABA. Pattern searching would involve finding the starting indices of AABA within the given text, which would be at position 0, 9 and 12 in a zero-based index. Initialize variables for the length of text n is equal to 16 and pattern as m is equal to 5. Loop through the text from the index 0 n minus m, that is 0 to 11. For each index in the text, compares the substring of the length m with the pattern. Now we'll see an algorithm of the program. Step 1, start. Step 2, read a text and store it in the array string. Input the main text which will be searched for a pattern. Store this text in an array called string. Step 3. Reads a pattern to be searched and store it in the array pattern. It imports the pattern you want to search within the text and store it in an array called pattern. Step 4. Set string length is equal to string length str. It determines the length of the text and store it in a variable called string length. Step 5. Set pattern length string pattern. It determines the length of the pattern and store it in the variable called pattern length. 6. Declares the variable ij count and initialize the value of count to 0. Declares variable for the loop I and j and a count. Initialize count to 0. The count variable will keep track of the number of times the pattern is found in the text. Step 7. Loop through the text for I is equal to 0 to string length minus pattern length. For each position I in the text from 0 to string length minus pattern length, perform the following steps. For j is equal to 0 to pattern length. For each position j in the pattern, compares the character at text I plus j with pattern j. If text I plus j is not equal to the pattern j, we will be using a breakout statement. That is, break out the inner loop as the pattern does not match the text at this position. Step 8. It checks for the complete match if j is equal to pattern length. If the loop completes without breaking, it means the entire pattern was found starting at the position I. Display the position I plus 1 where the pattern is found. It increment counts by 1. Step 9. Output the total count. After the loop has finished, output the total number of occurrences of the pattern in the text by displaying the value of count. Step 10. End. It terminates the process. Now we will be seeing a C program for the keyword searching in text. We will be using two header files, that is studio.h and string.h. Studio.h is used for input-output function and string.h for string and link functions. Function declaration: void naive pattern search char string char pattern declares the function that performs the naive pattern search. Doing variable initialization, that is string length is equal to string length string calculates the length of the text. Pattern length is equal to string length pattern calculates the length of the pattern. I, j and count are declared with count initialized to 0. Outer loop, that is for I is equal to 0, I less than or is equal to string length minus pattern length I plus plus. Loop over the each possible starting position in the text where the pattern could fit. Inner loop, that is for j is equal to 0, j less than pattern's length j plus plus, loops over each character of the pattern to check for a match. If string I plus j, the pattern j, the inner loop breaks as the pattern does not match at this position. Pattern match check: if j is equal to pattern, it indicates a complete match of the pattern starting at position I. The count is incremented and the position is printed. Output the total count. After all the loop, the total count of the occurrences is printed. Now void main, that is the main function. The main function reads the input text and pattern from the user. It removes any trailing null characters and calls the naive pattern search function.